Today, I'm going to give you a tour inside my home gym. My name's Noah, and I began working out in my childhood bedroom over a decade ago with nothing but some dusty dumbbells and some corny workout DVDs. Fast forward 10 years, and now I'm a personal trainer, and I finally had the opportunity to turn my garage into my dream home gym. My goal for this video is to provide you information and inspiration so you can be prepared and motivated to make your dream home gym a reality. I'm going to go over my strength equipment, cardio, recovery, and at the end of the video, I'm going to give you my most useful tips for getting the essentials of your home gym dialed in correctly. So make sure you stick around to the end because it's gonna save you a ton of time and money. Starting with the strength equipment, I went with the Rogue Monster Light Power Rack. I selected this rack because it is compact and versatile. For the rack, I went with the Rogue Olympic competition bumper plates because they are high quality and the color scheme looks awesome. For the barbell, I went with a Cerakote Rogue Ohio bar. The Cerakote is nice because it never rusts and it feels really solid in your hands. This power rack has a pull-up bar. I actually got a dip bar attachment for it so I can do calisthenic workouts. And it also gives you the option to install a cable system. The cable system goes all the way up to 300 pounds. And there is a way to lower it from the high position. You can actually purchase this attachment and you have to use 2 safety pins and put it in a fixed position where you want it. So if you want to do like a seated row, for example, you could use this attachment to bring the pulley system to that height. For the power rack, I did need a bench. So I went with a Rogue adjustable bench because it is high quality and it's also very versatile, again, because you can put it at any height that you would need. So whether you're doing decline, incline, or flat, it works for that. The last attachment on the power rack is the landmine row. And this is a great way to get in some different accessory movements. And I purchased a wide grip attachment and a close grip row for the landmine. The next section of my strength equipment is stored here on these Rogue storage shelves. On the first 2 layers, I have the dumbbell set going from 5 to 50 pounds. And on the top shelf, I have 4 kettlebells from a lighter weight all the way up to a heavier weight, 2 slam balls, and some accessories for the cable system. Also on the sides, I have a Cerakote Z-bar from Rogue and then a Cerakote Bella bar. Here we have some general storage with some accessories and attachments. A couple things I want to point out here. First is my ab wheel. This is the thing that I've had the longest in this entire gym and I still use it. I would highly recommend one of those and the resistance bands. I went over the cable system earlier, but honestly, if I was between the cable system and the resistance bands, knowing what I know now, I would opt for just the resistance bands because they're a lot more affordable and you can do all the same exercises. And I find that with the way my system's set up, it's actually faster and just more efficient to use resistance bands. The last couple pieces of strength equipment are calisthenic focus. First is our handstand wall, which is great for doing handstand push-ups or just practicing kicking up. The other thing is our ceiling mounts. We have these rings attached to here, but we also have a rope, so you can practice rope climbs or just doing gymnastics with the rings. All right, next up is the cardio equipment. We went with the Concept 2 bundle, which includes the bike erg, ski erg, and rower. I love this bundle because you can work every single muscle group with these 3 machines. We also went for the Rogue Assault Bike because it is the most efficient machine for doing cardio. I love using this with clients for HIIT workouts because it works your lower body and your upper body. The newest addition to our home gym is the Peloton tread. We started out just running outside, but recently it's been so hot and the traffic on the busy road we live on is just so crazy that we found that it would be safer and more consistent to have a treadmill inside that we could run on, and so far we're loving it. The last few honorable mentions in the cardio department include our adjustable box jump by Rogue, a Rogue speed rope, and I also have some accessories like cones and a speed ladder. So sometimes I'll just set these things up for a circuit style HIIT workout, and it can be a fun way to get some cardio in. And if you don't want to invest in some expensive, bulky equipment, I highly recommend just going with a few of these items. Now for my favorite section, the recovery equipment. The Plunge is probably the most hated thing in the gym, but also one of the most effective. It's easy to dread getting into 50-degree cold water, but it offers tons of benefits like reduced inflammation, boost circulation, and helping with discipline. The next piece of recovery equipment that we've grown to love is the Sunlighten Impulse Infrared Sauna. As far as infrared saunas go, I highly recommend this one. I do know a lot of the research has been done with traditional saunas. However, they seem to be a little bit more expensive and difficult to get set up. So we opted for this one because it's electric and easy to use. Lastly, in the recovery department, I highly recommend getting a yoga mat and also some recovery tools like the Hyperice massage gun, foam roller, or myofascial ball. These are great tools to recover, and they're a little bit more compact and affordable than the cold plunge and the sauna. Okay, as promised, I'm gonna give you some tips to make sure that you're getting the essentials of your home gym dialed in to save you some time and money. Tip number one, do the floor first. I know it's easy to get excited and start ordering equipment, but trust me, you don't wanna be like me and having to be taking all of your equipment outside to go back and install your floor later. I recommend 2x2 gym floor tiles because you can size them to fit seamlessly in your space. And if you do end up moving, you can easily peel them up, take them to your next space, and they'll fit there as well. The second tip is to consider lighting. If you have some windows, I recommend a light filtering shade because you're gonna get some privacy and it's gonna let a nice soft light in. If you have some overhead lighting, perhaps look into a proper bulb or a light fixture that is gonna complement your space, or just a floor lamp so that you can dial in the lighting for that complementary aesthetic. The third and final tip I have for you comes down to mirrors. Gym mirrors can be really expensive, but I guarantee you if you get on a used marketplace, there are people that are moving that are selling these big mirrors that have nothing else to do with them for very cheap. When I did my last garage gym, I got a $40 and $60 big mirror for my squat rack and functional training area, and they worked just as well as these professional grade mirrors. Hope you enjoyed the home gym tour. I'm gonna be making content about all of this equipment, so subscribe if you wanna learn more, and drop a comment if you have any questions for me, and I'll happily get back to you. See you in the next video.